Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of What's Happening on Saugus TV. I'm Brian Nadeau, the Executive Director of Saugus TV and the host of the program. We start this week's show off with last week's school committee meeting. Saugus TV's own John Prudent was there for this meeting and joins us now with all the details. John?
Thanks, Brian. Hey, Saugus. John Prudent here with a quick recap of last week's school committee meeting. One item of note on the committee's agenda was a report by Chairman Vincent Serino, in which he commended the high school, middle school staff and the police for their response during a recent emergency on February 15th. He then went on to make a call for greater communication between the school district and the Saugus community. Also noteworthy was a report by Interim Superintendent Mike Hashem, which featured special guest, the a cappella group Tonal Chaos. His report was then followed by new business, which covered things like an FY24 proposed budget discussion, a budget amendment, as well as a donation by the SBEC. Tune in to Saugus TV Government Channel 9 for a rebroadcast of this school committee meeting. Just check the Saugus TV website and program guide for date and time. And as with all the meetings we record, you can find this one online now at vimeo.com/Saugus Television. Well, that's it, but not all, because here's Brian again with the rest of the show.
Thanks, John. Last week also saw a planning board meeting from the Town Hall Annex. Program Manager Rachel Brugman covered that one, and we take it to her now with highlights of that meeting, as well as her Saugus TV program schedules for the week. All yours, Rachel.
Hey, what's up, Saugus? Rachel Brugman here to tell you what's happening in programming. Last week, there was a planning board meeting where they held a continued public hearing for a site plan review permit for 180 Central Street. You can see that meeting this Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. on Channel 9. And now for what's new on Channel 8 this week. You can catch another episode of Empire Pro Wrestling with the best of the Battle Royale. Check out all the action Wednesday evening at 5. We have another episode of Delicious and Nutritious. This time, Chef Jerry Levine teaches us how to make a tofu stir-fry, Thursday at 4:30 p.m. You can catch another episode of Jesus Center for Good News. Reverend B.K. Akeem speaks about Thanksgiving and testimonies. That's Thursday at 5:30 p.m. This time on Cooking and Kids, host Vlada visits Desert Olive Farms and makes pizza with her kids, Friday afternoon at 1. Saturday at 5 p.m. will be From the Vault. This time, you can see Radioactive with Rupert's Selection. And finally, Friday at 8 p.m. will be Pandora and the Flying Dutchman, the 1951 film starring Ava Gardner. This mystery is about a woman who falls in love with the captain of a ghost ship that is doomed to sail the seven seas forever. Now that's unlucky in love. Let's get into what you can expect for Channel 9 this week. Thursday at 8:30 p.m. will be the Board of Selectmen meeting from the 21st. And Friday there will be a Board of Appeals meeting from the 23rd at 8:30 p.m. This week on Channel 22, you can check out Girls Basketball vs. Lynn from the 22nd at 8:30 p.m. on Friday. And Saturday at 8:30 p.m. will be Hockey vs. Stoneham from the 22nd. That's what's happening this week in programming. For a full list of shows, visit saugustv.org. Back to you, Brian.
Thanks, Rachel. The Saugus Knights of Columbus held another flea market and craft sale this past Saturday. Few of Mr. Webb's video students went down to see all the action and maybe get a word or two from participants in attendance. We are awaiting the footage and will bring you all the highlights on next week's edition of What's Happening. The second Saugus Over Coffee event was held last week for Precinct 2. This time, sports producer Anthony Michella covered it for our viewers. And as always, he is here with his faithful companion Nick Graffio to talk about that library discussion and, of course, the final week of regular games for SHS Winter Sports. Take it away, guys.
What's up, Saugus? Sports producer Anthony Michella here with the yin to my yang, Nick Graffio. And we're back for another Saugus Sports Update. But first, I was helping out somewhere other than the sports program. That's right. I covered Saugus Over Coffee for Precinct 2, put on by Mark Vogler of The Advocate. It addresses concerns within the precinct with town meeting members Peter Rossetti, Chris Riley, Mike Vecchione, Christine Mareschi, and Robert Camuso. Tune into our Vimeo page and Channel 8 for that one. Valentine's Day, the 14th, we were off to the gymnasium for boys varsity basketball versus the Peabody Tanners. I was assisted by Nick, Binna, as usual, as well as our intern Paul for some on-court shots. A hard-fought battle, no doubt. We had a bunch of seniors. Nick, why don't you tell us who they were?
I would like to honor our seniors. First up, the senior cheerleader seniors. Alex Coulason, Kira O'Keefe, and McKenna Zell. And now, the boys basketball senior players. Captains, number 22, Ben Tapia Gately, and number 11, Max Anajar. Number 10, Chris Flynn. Number 39, Josh Asawe. Number 24, Isaiah Garcia. And that's all from the boys basketball and winter cheer.
Congrats to those seniors, and we'll see you in the tournament. Now, Wednesday the 15th, I was back to our co-op hockey coverage. This time it was at Rocket Arena at Salem State, and it was versus the Swampscott Big Blue. Nick and Sean were on the mic from up top of the balcony. Thursday the 16th, it was hockey again, this time at home at McVan Arena. It was a revenge game for Dante Moro. He was able to score 2 big goals and tie it up late in the third. And we also had Nick and Kevin Mulherin of Peabody providing the play-by-play. And Saturday, Nick here traveled back over to McVan to assist Peabody TV in their coverage of the co-op hockey night. He was there to see the senior night ceremony as well as the game, as well as assist them on play-by-play. Now, Nick, who were the seniors being celebrated, our Saugus boys, over there?
Now let's honor the Saugus senior hockey boys from the Peabody Saugus Tanners co-op team. Number 2, Safwan Rahman. Captain, number 6, Dante Moro. Number 8, Michael Capone. Number 19, Joe Soares. And number 21, Alex Bondulis. That's all from the hockey boys. Congrats, boys.
Thanks to Peabody TV for that coverage. It's been fun collaborating this season. And that's it for us this week. There's only one home girls game left before we see them in some tournament action. And there's only one more away hockey game we will be bringing you as well. So stay tuned to Saugus Sports for those. Now you can catch all of our live coverage on YouTube and all of the replays that your little heart can desire on Channel 22 throughout the day, and all of our past games 24/7 on YouTube. Well, that's it for Saugus Sports for now. Back to you, Brian.
Thanks, guys. And that'll do it for another episode of What's Happening. Remember, if you like what you see here and would like to get involved with Saugus TV in any way, including producing your own show or podcast, or helping us out on any of our productions, please give us a call at 781-231-2883 or email us at info@saugustv.org. Have a good week, Saugus. Thanks for watching.